have such talented people together. What is it like in the writers or directors room? It's just creativity, just like all over the place. It must be just very exciting and stimulating.
It is definitely exciting to see, 5 different directors with different styles, different genres coming together for this anthology.
Awesome. And do excuse me if I cannot pronounce it right, but it is Uttam Pudu Kalai Vidya Da. Is it? Do I have it right or no?
Yes.
Almost. Kalai,
Pretty.
but
Almost there. So, Aparna, I'll start with you before I go to your talented bunch.
Yes.
I have been talking to people over the past 2 years. Everyone said that Amazon has managed to get Indian original content on point. On point. Tell us the secret formula, and we won't tell anyone else.
I mean, we at Amazon Prime Video call ourselves story chasers. We will go to any length, across the length and breadth of the country, to find good stories. And we really want to become a home for talent, where all kinds of voices, all kinds of stories can breathe, can flourish, and really constantly looking for compelling, distinctive, independent, differentiated stories. And I would just say that we've been very, very lucky that we've managed to find such incredible creators, who've come to us to tell their stories.
Amazon and the kind of stories that you're able to tell has also given directors and creators like you, the bandwidth to say stories you otherwise would not have been able to. So tell me a bit about the anthology. I know a lot of you have been influenced by the times that we've been living in, because that's woven into your narrative.
So I think it's interesting because I think the lockdown and what we've been facing the past couple of years is something that literally is happening all over the world. There may be different aspects of it that we've all experienced, but the highs and the lows and the pain and the suffering, at the same time, the hope, all of that is something that's universal. And I think that's why it helps to come back, because I think the last time I did a short was in my college thesis. And since then, I've only been doing features. So this is exciting to come back to the short format. And I realized that it's not as easy as it used to be, because I think the narrative style that you're telling the story, the treatment that you're telling the story in, all makes a difference. And you have to make sure that the sensibilities are more global and relatable, and your character is more relatable for that audience. So in that sense, I think it was exciting and at the same time challenging to be part of this anthology.
We tend to have passed by these young constables standing at the barricades, handling, responsible and irresponsible citizens going by during the pandemic, both the first and second wave. And I used to see them whenever I pass by, and how they will, because they'll have to stand there the whole day in the sun and the rain and handle it. So it's a very tough job. There, I would want some sort of a distraction or a excitement or a motivation to, even be there apart from doing my duty. So this was just a thought as to how would it be if there was a little love story brewing between these people when they were doing this, sometimes thankless, sometimes very grueling job. So that's where it came from. And
last 2 years have been dealing with loneliness. And also they say creating something is also very lonely act, because it's you and your thought process. So, tell me a bit about your story and how was this that came about?
yeah, like I was going through a very difficult phase, like everyone else in the second wave, and then Amazon offered this. Like I felt very excited to tell the truth, to tell the most relevant story. So like it's about collective loneliness, like how we are all alone but connected through this call. So it's about collective loneliness, how people find their connect, during this tough times.
So I'm sure everyone went through a lot of emotions and a lot of, we all felt differently, every household had a different story of lockdown for themselves, and some had loss, some had a lot of different emotions that went through. So there's one particular thing that I was very particular, or I was very interested in exploring, was how does one deal with loss and stuff. So that is something that was interesting for me to explore.
I mean, as a platform, then you have succeeded in bringing Indian original content. And by Indian, I mean, whether it's Hindi, whether it's regional content, it's been on point. Have you observed, how do you feel has viewing patterns changed? What has been your observation?
The idea has been to tell good, exciting, compelling, differentiated stories. And a couple of things that we have observed in the last few years. One, of course, that the audiences have become extremely discerning, because now they're watching content not just from, not just content in Hindi, but, in multiple languages from across the country, in fact, from across the world. So they've become extremely discerning. This entire, I would call it, I call it a renaissance of, content in our country. It has led to a democratization of content, I feel. Viewers have the freedom, the ease, the choice, and it's almost become, content has almost become like a uniting factor between creators and a diverse set of consumers spread across the country. I mean, today there are viewers in Punjab watching Malayalam content. There are, viewers in Kerala watching content from Punjab. So, it's really democratized content. Also, there are about 40 video streaming services now, so there is such plethora of choice. Everyone is vying for that one customer and his attention or her attention. So, everyone's got to up their game. And we have to constantly raise the bar of storytelling. When we had started out, it was considered a very metropolitan phenomena, but now, even in tier 2 and tier 3 cities and towns, OTT is fast becoming a preferred medium of entertainment. Amazon itself, is present in over 4,000 towns and cities, and we are catering to about 99% of PIN codes in the country. And, what I find absolutely beautiful is that we are able to take stories that are truly rooted and entrenched in our soil, to a global stage.
Because like we were just discussing some time back, the audience's attention span has, changed quite a bit. When they go to a theater to watch a film, it's a 2-hour theater. They've invested in that ticket, so they're going to sit in the theater and watch that long. Whereas with OTT platforms and all the content that's available online, it's very easy to change it. And change what you're watching. So you've got that maybe first 2 minutes to capture their attention. But in that sense, I think I wouldn't call it a pressure, but I definitely think it definitely has you thinking, okay, how am I going to communicate this story to a much larger audience? There's no language anymore. It's about emotions, it's about people's emotions, and there's no language is not the only mode of communication. With subtitling and content being accessible to everybody, you have to aim to speak to a larger audience, and that's what an OTT platform gives you access to. It's also interesting because somebody who's sitting outside of India understands what life in India is like from the comfort of their home. And I think that's a beautiful space to be in, because while I can see what life in Mexico is like, they're able to see what a life in an Indian household is like. And it brings them together because, you realize at the end of it that overall, while we may be sitting in different countries experiencing this pandemic and lockdown and all of that, eventually, there is a connecting factor. You feel like you relate to some of these stories, you relate to some of these characters, regardless of what their race, religion, culture, nationality maybe. And
because a lot of people, South Indian content has always been brilliant, so much so that Bollywood has been remaking South Indian hits. We have known for time. But now it just seems that one particular section of society has now woken up like, hey, there is a treasure trove of stories. Everybody's like, this was always there. So this is something that the OTT platform and Amazon has helped us do, is, helped us move from that 1-inch barrier of the subtitles, watch it, see the kind of talent.
It's just that now it's more accessible. It's just easier for people to go and watch a South Indian film today, as opposed to how it was before, where you probably see it much later on a DVD or wait for a film festival or something. Where today it's releasing at the same time everywhere, and everybody has access to it, and everybody is able to see the diversity and enjoy the films pan India. So all films I think today are pan Indian. I mean,
Yeah.
there is no. Once people have gotten used to, like you said, getting past that barrier of subtitles, all films today have become pan Indian, and with the OTTs, obviously it's all pan Indian. So I think that was the small barrier that we had, was the accessibility of these films being available to everybody. And the moment that happened, I think it immediately broke barriers. And but the quality of the content and the diversity and the kind of stories that South Indian films have been telling has been there over the decades. It's just more evident and more available and visible now, and we are happy that that change has happened, and that divide of a Hindi film and a South Indian film is now broken, which is good.
Absolutely.
Where artists are working across industries, talent is working across industries. South Indian actors are working in other languages,
Absolutely.
Hindi films. In the Hindi industry, speaking of directors from South India, which has been I've seen that happen more and more over the past couple of years, even with me. So that is a good welcome change, and after a while, the next step would be to not even mention this difference.
Absolutely.
The next
Totally.
step would be to just say, just across the table, say Indian films, and not even have that divide anymore. I think that will eventually happen, and it's a way. And OTT platforms are a good, way to take us to that positive space.
Likewise, just the way Aparna and I said, it is Indian content. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just for the local people. I mean, the general public would say regional versus Hindi. That's not
true.
so.
That's
It's
true.
Indian
Yeah.
content.
Even now, that difference, it's okay to identify that. But then I think the next step, I think, would be to just even
Absolutely.
on that.
Like
but
from the scratch, right? Sorry, I'm
no.
Please.
Please.
Yeah. From the scratch, we are working with Amazon's creative team, right? Their collective feedback helps us because most of them, they don't know the language, so they read the script, and their collective feedback helped us a lot. Like seriously, so the language barrier is erased there itself, right? So when they
Absolutely.
could resonate with the scripts, then I'm sure audience will also resonate because they don't know
Absolutely.
the language, right? Yeah.
True. And another thing that strikes me is, I'm sure you would also, I like the essence of the stories. You somewhere do not leave your roots behind in trying to aspire to be something. It's also rooted, I think, and real, and also dealing with issues that people resonate with. I think that's what's also striking a chord, because I mean, you want to see realism also. You also want to like see escapism, but the way it's presented is, I think that's also what's striking a chord. Yeah.
So I've been a little traveling around, and now looking at Pudukale Vidyada, I think that people outside Tamil Nadu, if they start to see this, like the first part, it was a hit, and then the second part continues with that. And if 50% of the viewers are more, 50% of the viewers are outside of Tamil Nadu, and that itself is a success, is what I see. And with your previous question is what I want to ask you, answer you.
Absolutely.
So I hope this content goes well with everyone outside of Tamil Nadu too as well.
Absolutely. I want to ask all the directors here, when you were sitting with each other, did you know what the other was doing? Did you like form a common theme? I'm very curious to know what it is like. Or is it
We
like school where
actually-
everyone's doing
See,
their
honestly, we didn't even know. None of us knew who the other filmmakers were.
Yeah, and we still haven't seen each other's films. So we're all going to get to see the other 4 films only when it releases along with all of you. So we're all very thrilled and excited.
On 14th January.
Yes, exactly. And so I just love the way these anthologies are coming about, because you get to see, say, 5 mini short films in a, and who else? I mean, it's just amazing. And thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to it. And once again, Aparna, congratulations.
Thank you.
for being the flag bearer of giving us original Indian content, and for you creators for bringing us these stories. So looking forward to seeing your hard work, and can't wait to watch it.